Welcome to the Benton-Franklin Council of Governments Air Quality Video Series. This is part 2 of episode 3 on understanding non-attainment status. Quick introduction. Who are you and what do you do?
My name is Erin Braich. I am the Metropolitan Planning Organization Deputy Director for the Benton-Franklin Council of Governments. What do I do? We help the region plan together as a community, as we have a unique geography of 2 different counties working right next to one another, 3 different rivers coming together, as each individual jurisdiction is making sure that their own house is in order. Our job is to make sure that the region is functioning. So we help the jurisdictions come together and provide solutions for regional problems.
What does it mean to become a non-attainment area and what are the consequences?
So non-attainment is a technical term for essentially meaning an area has been deemed by the Environmental Protection Agency and the air quality standards that the air quality within a region is not healthy. And that can be done based upon different particulate matters, whether it's certain types of ozone or particulate matter within the air.
Non-attainment status is designated to areas that do not meet the National Ambient Air Quality Standards set by the EPA. How does non-attainment impact local businesses, development, industries, and residents? What will happen?
So if an area does become non-attainment, it becomes much harder for the area to grow. So in the Tri-Cities, that would be a major, I'd say, hindrance to what we have been experiencing, especially over the last 25 years. So if an area does become a non-attainment, especially within, say, the industrial areas, there could be new restrictions put on how many or how much manufacturing occurs, certain pollutant measures will be put in place that need to be met, as well as it will be much harder to attract new businesses because of these certain restrictions within those areas. And for jurisdictions, if there is a roadway project with becoming a non-attainment area, each jurisdiction has to show that they have exhausted all possible opportunities by looking at low-cost measures, such as improving transit, looking at bike ped infrastructure improvements, how can freight and goods be moved through the corridor much easier before they go to the option of expanding the roadway for a common single occupancy vehicle.
Non-attainment can significantly impact our community through increased operational costs, permitting delays for new projects, advanced pollution control technologies, modification of operations to reduce emissions, and reduce the quality of life for residents. How does non-attainment status impact local jurisdictions?
So it impacts our local jurisdictions by having them not be as attractive of a location for businesses to relocate to or locate within. For example, there was just several new, with all of the industrial growth happening out in East Pasco and North Richland, it would be much harder for those jurisdictions to sell and have businesses locate there because of the certain air quality restrictions that are put in place and the pollutant monitoring that would be going on. And if there was a roadway project, jurisdictions would have to show all possible documentation that they are trying to do everything possible before expanding the roadway. We develop a plan called the congestion management process, and we identify the most congested corridors within the region. And if an area does become a non-attainment, the corridors we identify within our plan, those roadways would be the only ones that could have the expansion projects. So it becomes very imperative that jurisdictions participate in this planning process, and the strategies identified within the CMP per CFR or per 23 CFR 320, gives the legal backing of why the CMP is so important and showing that all of these low cost and low maintenance options are shown first before the expansion projects.
States must develop a state implementation plan to reduce pollution and help clean up sources that state and local agencies cannot. By working together now, we can ensure that our air quality does not worsen. Thank you for watching episode 3. Up next is personal actions to reduce air pollution and protect your health.